Meetings sucked before EOS.
All of our systems and processes had to change.
It was pretty chaotic, it's pretty stressful, a lot of anxiety.
And during those times, I wanted to kill him about like 18 times.
I didn't even know to be looking for core values during the interview process.
We realized we did not hire the right people, and that is an expensive mistake.
Take a deep breath. You're in good company. More than 170,000 business leaders have sat exactly where you are, frustrated, overwhelmed, and looking for a better way to run their business. Maybe you've heard of EOS. Maybe someone's recommended it. Maybe you read Traction and something just clicked.
And that was the light switch.
After I read Traction, I was hooked.
Or maybe, just maybe, you've had enough and went searching for something, anything, that could bring clarity and control back to your business. Either way, you're in the right place. EOS, the Entrepreneurial Operating System, is a simple, proven way to finally get a grip on your business. And this video will show you what EOS actually is, how it works, and why it's changed the game for thousands of companies just like yours. So let's not waste another minute. What is EOS? Let's clear something up right away. EOS is not an app. It's not software. It's not something you download, plug in, and hope it fixes things. EOS stands for the Entrepreneurial Operating System, and it's a way of running your business.
In a relatively short period of time, we effectively restructured the company in a way that would support the growth we want to have in the coming years.
It's about following the process. You have to trust the process.
It was created by Gino Wickman, an entrepreneur who saw what happens when businesses grow fast but lack the structure to keep up. Leadership teams are misaligned, communication breaks down, accountability slips, and the founder is stuck in the middle of everything. EOS is the solution to that chaos.
What we specialize in here is helping people run their business and get everything they want from their business.
It's a simple, proven system that gives you the tools, structure, and rhythm to go from feeling stuck to feeling in control. And at the heart of EOS are three things: vision, traction, and healthy. Vision is about getting everyone on the same page, where we're going and how we're going to get there. Traction is where the work actually happens. You'll set clear priorities, follow a regular rhythm, and build a culture of accountability so you don't just talk about progress, you actually see it. And healthy is about building a leadership team that works well together. That means open, honest conversations, solving issues without drama, and creating real trust so you can lead with confidence. And EOS gives you a simple, practical path to achieve that.
Growth that we've experienced has been phenomenal. We needed to break through that ceiling, and we finally did. And we've probably more than doubled in the number of employees, and we've certainly more than doubled in our annual sales.
It's a whole system that works, and you don't have to create your own system to figure out how to solve problems.
It all starts with the EOS model. You may have seen this before. It's simple, but once you understand it, it completely reframes how you think about running a business. The EOS model lays out the 6 key components that every business must strengthen in order to grow, scale, and stay healthy. It doesn't matter what industry you're in or how many people are on your team. Every single business runs on these 6 things. And if even just one of them is weak, you'll feel it.
You feel safer having the EOS structures in place.
And actually it made me think, how did we run before EOS? I'm genuinely curious because I don't think we got a lot done, and I think we were pretty disorganized.
Let's walk through each component, starting with vision. Now, most companies have a vision, but very few know how to get everyone aligned around it and rowing in the same direction. Using a simple tool called the Vision Traction Organizer, or VTO, you'll answer 8 essential questions that bring total clarity to where you're going and how you'll get there. What are your core values? What is your core focus? What's your 10-year target? What's your marketing strategy? What does your 3-year picture look like? What's your 1-year plan? What are your rocks or your 90-day priorities? And finally, what issues are getting in your way? These questions help you turn an abstract vision into a shared direction where everyone in your company sees the same future, knows the plan, and works together to make it happen.
It creates a lot of excitement. Certainly when the momentum is going, you get the snowball effect. People want to jump on a team and a boat that's going in the right direction.
The second key component is people. The people component helps you answer two essential questions. Do we have the right people? And are they in the right seats? Right people are those who live your core values, and you'll know exactly who they are by using a tool called the People Analyzer.
When we started using culture as a measuring stick for staff, it started to become pretty clear who was the right people and who were the wrong people. We go through a quarterly exercise of using the People Analyzer to check against core values. And I think it's been helpful for the team to start thinking about the performance of, is this the right person? Do they fit the core values? Do they get it, want to have the capacity? And then utilizing that structure to define what a right person is for our organization.
Then, to figure out the right seat, you'll use a tool called the accountability chart. Unlike a traditional org chart, the accountability chart is built around what the business needs to move forward, not around job titles or personalities.
We had an org chart, but it meant absolutely nothing. I had 15 direct reports.
We didn't even have a hiring process, let alone understanding how to hire.
You'll define the right structure, clarify the roles for each seat, and get crystal clear on what every function is truly accountable for. Then you'll apply a simple check, GWC. Does the person get it? Does the person want it? And does the person have the capacity to do the job? This process brings hidden issues to the surface and gives you the clarity and confidence to build a team that can actually take you where you want to go.
When one person says right person, right seats, or FBA or GWC, or any number of those acronyms, we immediately know what that means. And that drives the whole organization. It tells us exactly what we need to do, and we make decisions quicker because of it.
The third key component is data. Most leaders rely on gut instinct, and while instincts do matter, the data component helps you lead with facts. You'll build a weekly scorecard with 5 to 15 measurable numbers that are simple, specific, and tied to your vision. It's like a dashboard for your business that tells you things like, are we generating enough revenue? Are our customers happy? Are we operating efficiently? And are we growing the way we planned? Each number has an owner, and every week, you'll get a clear, objective read on how the business is really doing. It starts with the leadership team, but doesn't stop there. The scorecard cascades down to every department, even every individual, because everyone has a number, and every number builds accountability. The fourth key component is issues. Because here's the truth, problems don't kill momentum, unsolved issues do. Most leadership teams bring the same issues to the table again and again and again. They talk around them, they debate them, but they don't solve them. In the issues component, you'll use a simple method called IDS, identify, discuss, and solve. You'll identify what's really going on, not just the surface problem. You'll discuss it openly and efficiently, no long stories or going in circles. And you'll solve it by picking one clear next step and making sure someone owns it.
The concept of not arguing over the same issue 19 times in a year was extraordinarily revolutionary and game-changing for us.
This isn't just a meeting tactic. It's a mindset shift that builds a culture where issues don't linger. They get addressed and solved for good. The fifth key component is process, because if your team is doing things differently every time, growth gets messy and success isn't repeatable.
My ideas, they would bounce around all over the place. So when an idea comes in and sounds good to me, I immediately want to just take it and implement it into the business.
And instead of having a systematic approach, we just rolled them all out at the same time. It created confusion, chaos within the departments.
The process component helps you identify and document your 6 to 10 core processes like HR, marketing, sales, operations, finance, and customer support. You'll follow the 20-80 rule, where you'll focus on the 20% of steps that drive 80% of the results. Then you'll document them in a way that's simple, teachable, and scalable. This isn't about creating a binder that collects dust. It's about creating clarity, eliminating waste, and building a business that can grow without breaking. The sixth and final key component is traction. This is where your vision becomes reality through focus, discipline, and accountability. It starts with setting rocks, which are your top 3 to 7 priorities each quarter. They're clear, measurable, and achievable, keeping everyone aligned and moving in the same direction.
So utilizing rocks allowed us to put some order to the vision with accountability and responsibility tied to it, so that everybody knows what's happening in the organization, who's doing what, who's accountable for what, and we can actually move together and grow as a team.
Then you'll get into a meeting pulse, a simple rhythm that keeps your team focused and on track with weekly level 10 meetings, quarterly pulsing, and annual planning.
People are so fed up with meetings that don't work that they roll their eyes like, I'm not gonna have another meeting.
I was probably the person to blame here, but I would go off on rants. I would make a 60 or 90-minute meeting take 3 hours. Those are expensive meetings as well. And I was just causing unnecessary stress to my team.
Once your leadership team masters the rhythm, you'll roll it out to every department so execution becomes a habit across the organization. And this is where your business gains real traction.
I cannot emphasize how much it matters that we have scorecards and values, and we know how to evaluate talent when we need to hire. We know when we need to hire.
About 3:30 in the morning, those things that go bump in the night generally go bump in my head, and I'm up worrying about something. The EOS process has allowed me to take a step back and realize, hey, it's gonna be okay. We've got our bases covered.
So if EOS sounds like the answer you've been searching for, the next question is, how do I start? The good news, you don't have to figure it out alone. EOS comes with a clear, proven process, simple, practical tools, and a dedicated expert called an EOS Implementer to guide your leadership team every step of the way.
We all know about do-it-yourself plans. It takes longer to clean it up. So we did it right from the start, and we have the most amazing implementer.
He is impartial. He's unbiased, he's direct, he doesn't pull any punches, and he keeps us focused.
Here's how it works. Your first step is the 90-minute meeting. This is a free, no-pressure session with an EOS implementer. The implementer will learn about your business, and you'll learn about EOS. And together, you'll decide if this is the right next step for your organization. Then comes the focus day, your first full-day session. You'll define clear roles using the accountability chart, set your first rocks, those 90-day priorities, and launch your scorecard and weekly level 10 meetings. About 30 days later, you'll move into vision building day number 1. You'll revisit what you've started and begin building your long-term vision using the VTO, defining your core values, core focus, and your 10-year target. About 30 days later is vision building day 2, where you bring that vision down to the ground. You'll finalize your marketing strategy, 3-year picture, 1-year plan, and set new rocks for the quarter ahead. By the end of this step, you're running on the 5 foundational EOS tools. And from there, it's all about rhythm and consistency. Every 90 days, you'll follow a cadence called quarterly pulsing. This is where your leadership team resets, refocuses, and solves issues together. Then, once a year, you'll step back for annual planning. 2 full-day sessions to reflect, align, and set a strong plan for the year ahead. Most companies graduate from implementer-led sessions after about 2 years. By that point, EOS is second nature, and your business is running better than ever.
It probably sounds cliche, but it's actually a system that its strength is its simplicity.
It's really just been life-changing the last 2 years to be running on EOS. The VTO is our guide to the future.
Hey, if you've made it this far, chances are something clicked. Maybe it was the vision or the scorecard, or just the idea that finally you could stop running in circles and start running your business with clarity and control. There's more to learn, of course, but if anything you've seen here hits home, that feeling is worth listening to. So now the question is, are you ready to make this happen for your business? This is your moment to take that first real step. We call that your very first to-do. Connect with an EOS Implementer. Visit eosworldwide.com/implementer and let us match you with someone who understands your industry, leadership style, and goals. Once you're matched, you'll dive right into your free 90-minute meeting. Thousands of business leaders have sat where you are now. They took that first step. They committed to getting a grip on their business, and they've never looked back. Now it's your turn, and we're here to guide you one step at a time with a proven system that works. We can't wait to see what's possible for you, your team, and your business. Visit eosworldwide.com/implementer and get started today.